People saying that we've really got to hit people on the financials. The argument's got to be about finances. It's the economy, stupid. Going back to Bill Clinton days or whatever it was. And I think that was a big mistake, because that, when you clearly went out and talked to people a bit later in the campaign, and it was quite clear immigration was a big issue. It was quite clear, getting your kids into school was a big issue. Getting into housing was a big issue. Access to the NHS was a big issue. People were worried about those sorts of things, and that you weren't going to frighten them with a £200 a year worse off.
On the 23rd of May 2016, a month before the referendum, George Osborne warned a vote to leave would cause an immediate and profound economic shock. David Cameron said it was the self-destruct option. Were you happy with the language that was being used?
Well, I wouldn't have done it that way, but I had absolutely no control or input about what was being said.
But did you warn them not to use language?
No, I never had any contact. I never had contact with the Prime Minister or George Osborne or any of the senior government ministers during that process.
But these were attempts to terrify people into sticking with what they knew, weren't they?
Yeah, it was a bit cack-handed in retrospect. It didn't feel very comfortable at the time.
The short-term Treasury forecasts were really stark, weren't they? Vote to leave would trigger an immediate recession, a surge in unemployment, a slump in house prices. Were you surprised when none of these things happened?
Well, no, I think probably, frankly, I wasn't. No, I mean, I never expected to. I always thought it would be over time, 5, 10, 15-year period, we would see one or two things happening which may not have happened had we stayed in Europe. But we'll never know.
There was an element of project fear to this.
Yes, there was. Yeah. But it didn't work.